Today we're working with a small series on the ground on our backs, Supta Padangunstasana. So that means reclined hand to foot pose. And prop wise, we're going to be using just a strap. If you don't have a strap, a belt works perfectly fine. But lots of opening through the backs of the legs in this, and a little bit of lengthening and twisting into the spine. Kind of a nice practice for any time of the day. So, as you're ready, we're going to make our way all the way down onto our backs. We're going to keep our strap within arm's reach as we lower down. And for just a moment, I want you to take both knees, hug them up into the chest, then lift your forehead up toward your knees. We call this Pawanmuktasana. Good. Release the back of the head down. Bring both of your feet flat onto the earth. So Pawanmuktasana, wind relieving pose. Take that and do with it what you will. We're going to scoot our hips toward our heels just a little bit. Good. So we're looking, before we start here, full length of the spine. That's that simple movement. Scooting the hips toward the heels helps us find that extra bit of length. We're going to keep our left foot planted. Draw the right knee now up to the chest. You can interlace the fingers just below the knee. Good. And I want you to hug the knee up and in toward the right armpit. Good. Now, we'll take our strap. We're going to bring it to the mound of the right foot. So the mound just below the toes. Careful not on the arch. Good. Now we're going to take one side of the strap in each hand. You can just wrap your hands around once or twice to kind of take the effort out of holding it. Good. Hug the knee in and extend the legs straight up for the sky. Good. Now think about grounding both of your hips down evenly. Press through the right big toe side of the foot. Good. Extend up through the heel. So tendency here might be for the foot to sort of collapse in or out. I want you to think about pressing straight, evenly up. Good. If this is too much of a stretch, couple things you can do to relieve that. One, don't lift the leg up quite so much, maybe more here. Or two, take a bend in the knee. Good. But extend, stretch to your comfort level. Hips press down, heel presses up, lengthen, lengthen. Plug your shoulder blades into the earth. Good. Now we're going to straighten our left leg. And an active straightening. So we don't just want the left leg kind of falling open. Imagine you're standing on the floor with your left foot. Good. Both thighs are engaged. Navel pulls in. Leg draws up toward the sky. We'll take both sides of the strap now into our right hand. And again, you can wrap the hand around once or twice if it helps you take the effort out of holding it. Left hand, we're going to bring it down onto our left hip. Take an inhale here. Exhale, start to drop your right leg open to the right side. Now I want your left hip to stay on the ground. So if it starts to pop up, you're rolling all the way over, you've gone too far. Use your left hand on the hip to remind both hips to stay grounded evenly. Good. And then it's this external rotation of the right thigh. So you can imagine if your leg was going to touch the ground, your toes would be the first thing to touch. We're lengthening from the hip socket all the way through the heel. Big opening in the hips, both shoulders, both hips stay grounded. Make sure the left leg is still active. Take a couple more breaths. Good. Let's return the legs straight back up through center. Good. Switching now the strap into your left hand. You can wrap it around once. Right hand now. We're going to start with the hand on the hip. Take an inhale here. Exhale, start to draw the foot across the body over toward the left. Good. From here, straighten the right arm out to a T. Palm face up. Good. Now the important part is both of our shoulder blades stay grounded. So if your right shoulder blade's coming up, you're kind of rolling all the way to the left, you've gone too far. Plug the right shoulder blade down, then extend from the outer right hip to the outer right heel. Take a couple breaths up and down the length of the spine. Keep engaging your left foot. The toes may have turned toward the left wall, but we're still strong in the foot, right? Couple more breaths, lengthen. Allow gravity to draw you a little more deeply into your twist. Good. Now let's return the leg back up through center. Again, one side of the strap into each hand, just like we started. Wrap the hands around for support. Bend the elbows. Draw the elbows out to the sides to help you widen through the collarbones. As you draw the thigh in towards the chest, left leg is strong. Extend from the hip crease up through the heel. Press the strap into the mound of the foot. Take an inhale here. Exhale, we're going to lift the forehead up toward the knees. Again, wide collarbones. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the back of the head down. Bend the right knee. Release the strap to the side as you extend your right leg long to meet the left. And pause for a moment. Notice the difference between your two sides. Good. Unless we want to be lopsided all week, let's do the second side. Bending both knees, draw the knees up towards the chest. Forehead to the knees, Pawan Muktasana. Release the back of the head down. Release both feet flat. Slide the hips toward the heels just a little bit, finding that extra length in the spine. Right foot stays down, left foot hugs up toward the chest. Over toward the armpit. Again, almost like you could tuck your left knee into your left armpit. Good. Plug the shoulder blades down into the earth. Plug the hips down. Take your strap. Mound of the left foot. Wrap your hands around the strap to take the effort out of holding the prop. And then as you're ready, start extending the leg up toward the sky. Shoulder blades down, hips down. Press the foot evenly into the strap. Extend from the hip to the heel. And remember your variations. If this is too much, maybe you don't lift the leg up as high, that's fine. Or you take a bend in the knee. That's fine as well. Keep lengthening. Extend the right leg long. Remember your right foot stepping on an imaginary wall. Both sides of the strap now into your left hand. Good. Hand comes onto the right hip, take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release the leg over now to the left. Big opening through the hip as you extend from the inner groin to the inner heel. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. This external rotation of the left thigh. So if your leg was going to touch the ground, your toes would touch first. Right hip stays grounded down. The hand is there to remind it to do so. Take a few breaths, big deep opening into the hips. Good. Let's bring the foot back up to the sky. One side of the strap in each hand. Wrap the hands around. Bend into the elbows to draw the thigh a little closer toward the chest as you widen the collarbones. Good. Then both sides of the strap now into your right hand. Good. Left hand onto the left hip for now. Take an inhale, lengthen from hip to heel. Exhale, draw the foot across the body. Good. Left shoulder stays down. Extending now from the outer hip to the outer heel. Breath is up and down the full length of the spine. Couple more breaths. Let gravity deepen your posture. Good. Now let's draw it back to center. One side of the strap in each hand, wrap the hands around, bend the elbows, widen the collarbones, draw the thigh in towards the chest a little bit more. Engage both legs. For just a moment, lift the forehead up toward the knee. Release the back of the head down. Bend the right knee, release the strap off to the side. Extend your left leg. Notice any remaining sensations. And rest here for as long as you'd like to. And we'll see you tomorrow.